Hi there, and welcome to She Spice. So assuming you thought the lift confrontation between Jay-Z and Solange was the remainder of their theatrics lock in light of the fact that it appears as though Solange is back with considerably greater difficulty for Jay-Z, and she's carrying Diddy in with the general mishmash this time rumors from far and wide suggest that Solange is determined to uncover how her sister Beyoncé is purportedly being controlled by Jay-Z and Diddy, and maybe even the music business at large, and knowing Solange's wild dependability to her elder sibling, this present circumstance will undoubtedly get extraordinary. Now you may be considering the way in which Diddy got hauled into this dramatization. Well, it shows up there's all some smoke ascending from the Knowles genealogy on the grounds that Beyoncé and Solange's mother Tina Nes as of late taken action via virtual entertainment that has fans humming when Diddy at last ended his online entertainment quietness after those government strikes on his property. As he shared a sweet Easter photograph of his most youthful little girl love, and extremely observant fans saw that Tina Knowles was among the people who enjoyed the post, despite the fact that she quickly unliked it. The reality stays that she actually follows Diddy on Instagram. This apparently blameless signal has ignited uncontrolled hypothesis among fans. Might there be something blending inside the Knowles family that provoked Solange to need to stand up certain hypotheses, even proposed that Tina could have contributed to Beyoncé's supposed abuse by Jay-Z and Diddy, particularly considering the cozy connection between Jay-Z and Diddy. Even Panther Wright, not one to avoid contention, has tossed Tina's name in with the general mishmash, blaming her and Beyoncé's father Matthew for basically offering their little girl to the business. Sell it. Currently, page Tina gets to realize you are auctioning your kids. You realize your better half was your little girl, and you let them get it done. Afterward, you smother the LA, and she's the one with the genuine ability to tell Tina, for no, say my page. Tina, we should dive into some origin stories here. Beyoncé's being a fan has been humming with this hypothesis, briefly recommending that perhaps Beyoncé was moved by Jay-Z. Well, first off, there's that prominent 12-year age gap between them. Beyoncé was still in her high school years when she previously encountered Jay in a 2008 visit with 17 magazine. Beyoncé let the cat out of the bag, uncovering that she met Jay when she was 18, and they began becoming comfortable after about a year. There was no rush. Nobody anticipated that I should run off and get hitched. Beyoncé said. Toto, rewind to a 2007 meeting with Charlie Rose, where Jay-Z guaranteed they met 10 years earlier. Do the math, and you'll find they caught each other in 19,971,997, when Beyoncé was either 15 or 16. Don't you remember how long it was? Definitely when I met her? I mean, was it quite a while back? Was it IMM or a long time ago yet? How about we unload this a little more? Whether Beyoncé was truly 19 when their romantic tale started off or potentially significantly more youthful, the primary concern is that she was a strong 12 years more youthful than Jay-Z's Jay-Z, and that age is not only a number, it fixes up some serious power elements off the bat. Regardless of whether Beyoncé was legitimately a grown-up, Jay-Z was at that point cruising through his 30s when they authoritatively began dating, which was a ton of life experience, development, and freedom stacked against her during the discharge. Beyoncé and Jay-Z come from totally different universes, and that difference can make it very simple for somebody like Jay-Z to have all too much influence over Beyoncé, as a matter of fact. Jay-Z even dropped a few secretive clues about their initial days together in his track 44 for Recall, that line where he apparently raps about how he would have rather not asserted Beyoncé as his young lady picking, rather to say don't humiliate me on her 21st birthday. Now this is really unexpected. Thinking about that, Jay wound up humiliating Beyoncé by betraying her. Presently, heaps of fans out there are hell-bent on this hypothesis that Beyoncé just kept close by post-bamboozling embarrassment. Since she was essentially duped back when she was youthful and susceptible. Some say her people even drove her into the business with a no-holds-barred demeanor. While Jay-Z was out traipsing with a setup of women, Beyoncé was evidently shaken by him. She never truly got the opportunity to spread her wings and figure out some way to stand alone without him holding her hand. Fans figure she became involved with this pattern of reliance, where Jay-Z was her go-to for everything. By the way, recall when Jay-Z went on that entire recovery visit after Lemonade dropped. he switched things up, laying out this completely flawless story about how he and Beyoncé were remaining together for their family, attempting to break liberated from all that generational injury. And for us, we decided to battle for our adoration, for our family, to give our children an alternate result. You see, to break that cycle. And afterward, when they inquired as to whether the tables were turned, Jay-Z said he trusted he would have been basically serious areas of strength. For as Beyoncé, the two sides, if the ish have been on the other foot, whether the offenses had been her ally. How about you have the option to be as excusing of her as she was of you? I trust again, 'cause I love her the same way regardless of what side I love her. The same way yet, me on currently. Do we sincerely figure Jay-Z would remain with life partner, assuming she openly confessed to going behind his back with another man now gaslighting? Probably won't be the main stunt Jay-Z has at his disposal, Puma. Right? Not one to avoid debate. Dropped a sensation recommending Jay's been saving Beyoncé snared on substances for a very long time, all to keep up with control, because he's a beast. I stood by quite a while to check whether he would grow an inner voice, and the more he siphons down his significant other's throat, Puma even approached Beyoncé's fans to revitalize behind a Free Beyoncé development, attracting equals to the Free Britney crusade. I let you know this right now. You all are discussing Free Britney. You all should do a mission that says, Free Beyoncé is in a plated enclosure, and afterward, there's this person, Uncle Ron, who claims he was Beyoncé's own guardian, becoming a web sensation on TikTok with some significant tea as per him. Jay-Z is risky and power-hungry, purportedly pulling obscure moves to keep Beyoncé on a tight chain, including transforming her into a fiend. Yet, I'll say it, man, no doubt Beyoncé's on drugs. She's been on them for quite a while, and you keep her that way now. When Panther Wright and Uncle Ron initially dropped those stunner charges, Beyoncé, being a fan, went into overdrive. A few people dismissed it as consideration, looking for dramatization, yet others couldn't shake the inclination that perhaps, quite possibly, there was a reality to what they were spilling. Then things got considerably more fascinating when a video surfaced of Beyoncé and Jay-Z leaving a Grammy slam. Fans immediately saw something not quite right about Beyoncé. She appeared to be completely scattered, like she was in her own little world, and Jay-Z, well, he looked pretty suspicious about the paparazzi getting Beyoncé in that state. Yet there's more chill. Sorry. Recall that scandalous 2014 video from a Brooklyn Nets ball game where Beyoncé was acting great, but not exactly herself. Virtual entertainment was humming with clasps of her influence to and fro, even in any event. When there was no music playing in the meantime, Jay-Z looked a bit lost, squinting up at the HD screen, and afterward, there's this new Grammy cut getting out and about via web-based entertainment showing Beyoncé turning down Jay-Z's proposal of a beverage signal. The theory about Jay-Z conceivably pushing substances on his significant other fans is beginning to draw an obvious conclusion, particularly since Beyoncé's been acting not off since those tricking embarrassments. Rock their reality invite back to the Grammys, everyone when you equivalent a record. It's basically impossible that you don't get to anyway. The supposed substance issue is just a single piece of the riddle. In all honesty, back in 2007, there were murmurs coursing about Jay-Z supposedly getting physical with Beyoncé now. A large portion of those reports have basically evaporated from the web, and nowadays, no one will contact that subject with regards to the Carters, yet auntie. He off chance that you dig deeply enough, you can in any case discover a few hints of the first articles. One remarkable piece was initially posted on Media Takeout in spite of the fact that it bafflingly vanished later on. Fortunately, some wise people figured out how to snatch a coffee and share it on the lipstick rear entryway. Gathering the article named colleague, I dread Jay-Z maybe beating Beyoncé spilled a few pretty stunning subtleties. Obviously, Media Takeout got a sensational email from somebody professing to be Beyoncé's collaborator as per this supposed partner. Jay-Z had a bit of an issue hushing up about his hands and keeping in mind that there were no cases of out-and-out hitting. There were a lot of examples of pushing. The email proceeded to portray how Beyoncé appeared to be noticeably awkward with these activities, particularly during one episode in st.st Trapeze. The supposed right hand even proposed that Jay-Z treated Beyoncé more like an item than an individual presently. Here's where it gets significantly more intriguing. Media Takeout included their own critique of the existing blend, indicating that Jay-Z probably won't be above getting actual. They even referenced acquiring a video, showing Jay-Z pushing a lady's face in a really forceful way. They realized that now the insights concerning this puzzling lady and what incited Jay-Z's response are a bit dim, yet from the hints of it, she wasn't precisely effectively meriting that sort of treatment. Additionally, you've presumably heard them. Subscribe She Spice for more videos.